Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Raiders ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Hatchett. With the catch, it's Butler. Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
From the gun, the ground game. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Catch in the middle. It's Ezukama. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Power football with the run. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The option. He'll toss it. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. He lets it fly. Touchdown, TCU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
Did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going to try to get it himself. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Complete to the right. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
The play-action fake. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And just when you think the fullback is extinct, he makes a play, makes a catch, and moves the chains.
You got to be impressed with this fullback, too, because he's obviously built to block. He's built to live in the trenches. Look at this guy. But he has the ability to catch the football. Very soft hands. He's a good little weapon in this offense.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live the play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The official says no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass. It's Hatchett. Makes the grab. It's small. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Work it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's go. To throw, it's Hatchett. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They kick it away on 4th down. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got a man. It's small. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Get set.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Great job by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
In the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give on the inside. Trucks through the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Catch in the middle, it's Maddox. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for room, it's Warren. Got the first down and more. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass, it's Hatchett. That one comes out hot down the right side. Intercepted, oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And that is no good. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Stone. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Caught near the sticks. It's Maddox. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. And they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Hatchett. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Butler. Puts him in the spin cycle. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Find space on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Hicks. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires on the move. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down, and come up bankrupt. Off play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Rolls it in. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward. Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Grabbed behind the line. It's Maddox. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hatchin. Picked off to stop the threat.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Fouls through the defense. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And now on second down for this offense. They'll go to the fullback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Dances away to buy time. Got his man on the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his key.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.